You're watching Drive Car of the Year powered by BP, and now we take a look at the city car class. It's a really interesting one because these vehicles are unashamedly practical for around town. They're easy to park, they're quite space efficient, really clever design, and that's why this is an interesting category. We've got the Volkswagen Polo, the Honda Jazz, and one of the favourites, the Suzuki Swift.
This is a really highly fought segment in this category, especially for Australians. They're quite popular, plenty of room, in the back, and also, they're quite comfortable around the city as well.
On the surface, city cars are pretty simple. They need to be cheap, small and easy to drive, but modern buyers demand a lot. So although they are cheap and although they are small, all the city cars we have here are also pretty upmarket compared to what you might expect.
In third place, it's one of the city car favourites, the Suzuki Swift. Still a compelling option, although not quite as good as our top two. In second place, it's the one with the most clever interior, the Honda Jazz. It's got the most space, the most room, and it's actually quite good fun to drive as well. And our winner, somewhat unsurprisingly, is the Volkswagen Polo. It's certainly the sportiest in this segment, and it brings a real feeling of premium as well at a competitive price point. So the city car class, which sits for us below small cars, so this sits one below the likes of Corolla and Volkswagen Golf, and it's really hard to go past the Volkswagen Polo. Now clearly here for Car of the Year week with our video demands, we've got the Polo GTI, but in short for us, the message is you just buy as much Polo as you can afford. So that's the reason that it's the winner overall, because there are different variants that you can buy. It fits within different budgets clearly, and it goes from just a basic city car right up to something that's as sporty as the GTI, which we're driving now. I guess what the Polo does really well, and it'd be interesting to do a size comparison against the original Golf, I guess, but what the Polo does really well is it makes you feel like you've gotten a larger vehicle inside a very diminutive physical dimension, because this is not big by any means, but it feels big inside the cabin. It feels light, airy, there's plenty of visibility, there's plenty of light coming in through the glass house, and it's just a really cleverly designed and well packaged little vehicle. It's great to drive, obviously, and to be honest, it's great to drive regardless of the spec. You don't need to buy the GTI in order to have a fun drive with the Polo. Any of them can deliver a bit of a smile to your face, and that's crucial as well when you're on a budget. You want to have a bit of fun, but you don't have incredibly deep pockets. But the Polo just does everything so well. It really does. It's a very, very clever city car that's practical. If you live in town, you don't have a lot of room for parking or a massive garage, but then you can, do a country road trip in one as well, and it suits that nicely too. So it's a very, very well-rounded all-rounder, and it does things so effortlessly. So good reason that the Polo's won our city car class this year.
I think perhaps it's the European heritage that Volkswagen has. It means they're good at finessing an excellent compact car. They have right-sized city dimensions, good handling, good road holding, but also the right kind of comfort. Put all that together and the Polo just adds up to a really usable city car without the kind of compromises that affect some of its segment competitors.
Mini golf is not just a game, it's also something that you can use to describe the Polo, which really feels like a sophisticated, large luxury car in a small car package. Great interior, really nice, comfortable driving dynamics, pretty reasonable pricing to boot as well, a deserving class leader.
So there you go, our winner for the city car class for the Drive Car of the Year is the Volkswagen Polo. Now we've got the GTI spec here, but we're just saying the Polo in general is the pick of this bunch, and you buy whichever specification you can. Really close fought battle too. Honda Jazz comes in second, Suzuki Swift comes in third. They all have their individual merits, and obviously if you've got the money to buy something like a Polo GTI, that moves you into a more performance oriented side of that segment, I guess. But these are all really, really clever city cars. There can only be one winner, however, and that's the Polo GTI. Go to Drive.com.au for more details.